Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Lisa again with Mimi's DIY Journey. So today I am again, I guess I should say, I'm just having so much fun in my craft room today. Anyways, I have the digital kit by Silver and Sparkles. I will leave a link to her channel and also her Etsy shop in the description box below. This digital kit is called Sea Turtles and Friends. I am so excited about this, and I'm going to have to make probably two or three of these. My husband's already claimed this one, so I'm excited to get started on this. So do a flip through of this kit real quick. Now I did print out some extra pages um, of the journal pages. I have a total of 15, and I'm going to do 3 signatures with a total of 10 pieces of paper per signature. So I'm going to add in some coffee dyed paper, some Easter egg dyed paper, and then some parchment paper in with this. And so I'll walk you through all that. I'm sure you guys have seen me do it before. So if you don't want to watch all of it and hear me babble, you can always turn the volume down, and you can also speed the video up. So turn the volume down, speed it up, and it'll go through the video, and um, you'll get to the good parts and then not have to listen to me babble. So these are just so cute. So adorable. How did I do that? I don't want to get them mixed up and turned around. So yes, isn't it cute? And this is one of my favorite colors. I call it Tiffany blue. Um, Kind of a mint green, maybe, whatever you want to call it. I love it. So beautiful. And I did back these with a backing sheet, and that came with the kit as well, which I don't always do that, but I did it on this one. So cute. I love it. Love it. And this one's pretty too. The blue and the purple together. I just think that is so adorable. So adorable. I love sea turtles. And so does my daughter. So that's why I'm going to have to make another one. This one's very pretty too. I love the seashells. So, so pretty. And then it took me a while to figure out what fabric I was going to use for the cover, because I was going to use a green, and then I thought, well, I'll use a brown fabric, like a tan, because it'll kind of resemble sand. But I found it. I'll show you guys in a second. I love these. Can't wait to do something with these. Not sure what I'm going to do, but I love them. Love them, love them, love them. Now, the ephemera, if you wanted to, you could always print a backing sheet on the back if you do not want these white. Um, I did not do that, but you can. These are just so cute. This little guy right here, surrounded by the flowers. Oh, I love it. And he's got some friends in here. And look at the little babies. Oh my goodness. They're just so adorable. I love this. Yeah, I had to finish up my other things that I was doing first though before I started in on this. I love those flowers. But the colors are just so pretty. So pretty, they're so cute. All right. So, got some fun times ahead. And I'll show you real quick. This is the parchment paper that I was going to add in, and some Easter egg dyed paper here. And then just some coffee dyed paper. So, and then I did print this paper because normally I print it on regular copy paper, but I did print these on cardstock, a lightweight cardstock, which will be fine. It's going to be just fine. But that way, when I can start each signature, of course, with one of these, it's going to give just a little bit more sturdiness to the signatures. So it's going to be just fine. I can't wait to get to that part. Okay, so this shirt here, this is for my use. Oh, I think it's going to be pretty. It's kind of got a little bit of black in it. This is one of my husband's old shirts. I thought it was perfect. It's going to be his journal, so I'm using one of his old shirts that he grew out of, because as you get older, you also grow too. So I am going to, that's what we're going to cover the outside of the journal with. And this is the book I'm going to use if I can find my knife. This is one of my old books. It's by Karen Kingsbury, called Even Now. Even Now. If you haven't read it and you like to read, I highly recommend it. It's a good read, but I am never going to read it again. And I've tried to give away a lot of my books. I've got so many books from over the years. But yeah, my sister-in-law did take a few. So I am just going, when you bend it back, you can see this little space there. It is kind of glued to the spine, so we're going to have to be a little careful when we get this cut away, because we don't want to damage the outside of the spine. So then I'm just going to take my knife and I'm going to go down the edge. And this doesn't have to be like perfect. Get my face back here. Or look neat, because we're going to cover it all up. You do want to be careful though, because you do not want to cut the spine back here either. So if your blade goes in too deep, it could possibly damage the spine back there. Okay. Let's go ahead and try and get this other side cut. Gentle, gentle, gentle. This would have made it an actual good altered book. I've only made an altered book once in my first one. The only one I've made did not turn out very well. At least not how... You know what? I'm going to keep that in there. I'll glue that back down. It's kind of like a cloth that was glued to the back of there. Now, the pages here, I'm going to go ahead and keep. I don't normally read a lot of books with bad words in them. So there should not be anything bad in this book. Should not be. So I will keep this. I will use the book pages for ephemera. You can use it to lay down and put glue on your ephemera. So yeah, don't get rid of book pages. Now, where's my glue stick? Right in front of my face. This Craft Bond. Elmer's Craft Bond is not one of my favorite glues, but I am not going to waste it. I am going to use it. But when it comes to the glue stick, I have found that the I don't know how you say it. That's UHU glue. It's made in Germany. That's my favorite glue. All right. So, you know what? I haven't even thought about what I want to do to the inside. I don't know. Well, anyways, let's do the outside first. So, I'm going to set that to the side. And I'm going to knock everything over on my desk. Now, doing this part, it does not have to be perfect either. You just want to make sure that your fabric comes out at least an inch, inch and a half around your book. So try not to cut it smaller than your book. But it does not have to be straight. It does not have to look good. And I know I'm probably off camera here, but I am just cutting up the seam of the side of the shirt. Oh, I need to go up just a little bit more to the little armpit here. Okay. And then I'm going to go across to the other armpit. Now this fabric here is like, I don't know, kind of like a spandex type. Something like that. I don't know which one to call it. So the ends might curl, but it is nothing to panic about. Nothing to panic about at all. All right, so this part here will go in my tub of scrap fabrics, and I will use that on something else. Now this is the inside of the shirt here, and I am just going to cut off this bottom seam because I do not want that either. Although I probably would not even come close to this part gluing down anyways. I'll get on there. This would be a little easier if I was using my fabric scissors, but sometimes I'm afraid to get them out because I'm afraid I'm going to lay them down and then use them on paper. And you do not want that. And I'm not even like a sewer, that by no means. I piddle around with sewing, but I am not a seamstress. Okay. So I'm actually going to turn this away. Oh, this is going to be cool. I think so. It's going to go with blue in those pages so well. Alright. So I want by inch, inch and a half. That was folded under. See, I told you it'd probably curl. Not a big deal though. I think that'll be fine. And then I'm going to cut up the side. Boy, the weather the last few days has just been so nice after it being so hot and humid lately. The humidity's made me sick. Okay. So this nice cool weather, I turned off my air, opened up my windows. And of course, I love sleeping with my windows open whenever I can because I like hearing the frogs and owls and crickets. It's just music to my ears. Okay, so how do I want to do this? I think I'm going to use Mod Podge for the back here, and then when we fold it over and glue the edges, yeah, I can cover that up. I'll use my Fabri-Tac glue. I might use Fabri-Tac glue on the edges here, and then maybe just a little bit down the spine. I love Fabri-Tac glue, but when it comes to actual fabric, it tends to show through. Okay, that's going to be the outside. This is the inside of it. Make sure I have that right. All right, so Mod Podge. Actually, let's use this one. This will be easier. Now I do have my Mod Podge watered down a little bit. I just think it makes it easier to use it. But you do not have to do that. By no means. I need to change my water. My husband's been out mowing grass, and I think he's getting ready to he bought a shed. Not a real expensive one or anything, just an old cheapy one to put in the backyard to put some tools in, like yard tools and stuff to get them out of our garage. Because we have our poor garage. We've got like 6 motorcycles in there. He's got his 53 Ford in there. And then he's got his 91 Camaro, which sits outside, which I think is what he's trying to move some of the bigger tools out of the garage so he can get the Camaro in the garage. Paper, because I am super, super messy. Okay. So yeah, he's outside working in the yard, mowing grass, cleaning up. He loves to mow grass. He would probably mow grass every day if I let him. And I'm not lying. But he is just a jamming out there. Alright, so I am just going to coat this kind of thick, but even is the best I can. I think gluing it down with Mod Podge, you don't have all the, like, the seepage. Like, it'll come through, but not like the Fabri-Tac does. Anyways, you can get back there on that paper. Okay, get this evened out just a little bit more over here. Alright, and then Fabri-Tac glue. Maybe I'll just do the corners. I think that's what I'll do. Well, come on, glue. I think I need to fill my bottle back up. Now I'll just put a small bead down the edge. Okay. I think that's gonna be good. Alright, sorry guys, I had to make sure I had my fabric right. And I didn't, so okay, so now I am just gonna press this in and I'm gonna rub it from the inside to the outside. Make sure I press it into the crease. This probably would have been pretty with a collage too of like blues and greens if you had some to match. Okay. I don't want to like stretch it too much because it is stretchy material. All right. Trying to get, there we go. Trying to get under the book. All right. So now this side, I'm not real worried about the Fabri-Tac coming through because it'll end up being covered anyhow with another, probably another sheet of paper. So get the glue to come down here. I am going to, oh wait, it's all right. Start with the corners and pull them in. Normally I cut the corners away. It's normally what I do. Good enough. I did put some glue down the side. We don't really have to do that yet. Just gonna cut, that corner should be fine. All right. So try and, I tend to pull things towards me because of the way my camera's positioned. I forget that you guys are like way up here and I'm like way back here. All right. Why did I just do the side again? I am such a dork sometimes. Okay. Now I will say, I do have a lot of fun with these journals. But if there's something else that you guys would like to see, just let me know. Because I love all things crafty, to be honest with you. And if there's something you would like to see, I mean, this is just, it's my journey. So I'm learning. If I don't know how to do it, I will do my best to learn how to do it. So just leave it in the comments below and I will give it a try. This fabric is actually folding up on these edges really well. This might be the best fabric I've ever used on a cover of a journal. Yeah, so if you guys have old clothes that you just don't like anymore, don't be afraid to use them. They make good ribbons, good journal covers, good ephemera. Okay, there's that. Let me put some glue under here. I'll fix that here in just a minute. Oops. Okay. Alright, I will say this. I do not like folding the fabric up without trimming my corners off. And why I didn't think to do that, I don't know, because I always do that. But it'll be alright. It's still going to work. Okay. Alright, so let's get some of these edges here. That are sticking up just a wee bit. I don't know if you can see, but some of it's like where I cut it, little pieces are coming off. I'm really not worried too much about that though, because the edges are going to get covered up. I just want to make sure that the fabric doesn't come off. Okay. And then I got to remember too that this should be a little masculine and not feminine. He said that I had to make sure that I left him plenty of writing space because in my journals I put too many tags and stuff. I was like, the tags are right on. He's like, no, I want writing paper. Okay. I will make sure that you have plenty of paper to write on. Oh yeah, that's gonna be cool. Alright, so now I just need to figure out what I want to do for the front cover. And then what I'm going to do to the inside and cover the spine. Some white fabric would be pretty on the inside. Might do that. Maybe. Or creamish tan color. Alright, I'll figure that out and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I got my fabric here. Kind of a creamy, and I think it might be muslin. I'm not sure. So I am going to coat this part here that is not covered with the fabric and with Mod Podge. And if I get a little on the fabric, it's okay. Make sure I get this spine. I might go over the spine with some Fabri-Tac a little bit. Okay. All right, and now I've tried like putting my glue bottle in a jar upside down since I have the little rubber um, cap that goes on it, but then it just dries on the cap and it still drives me nuts. So you just gotta pick whichever one you want to battle, and I just choose to battle getting the glue to run down instead of my glue drying up on there. And then I did write this down to size. Okay. It needs to come over this way a little more. There we go. Yeah, maybe. Okay. All right. Then go from the inside out. I did get glue a little too far down here. It does dry clear, but we'll have shiny spots where you can see the glue. Now come here, you little string. I don't want you there. Goodness. Okay. So I can get this. Frayed. Just a little bit more here. Alright. Oops. Oops daisy. That. Okay, so I got glue on my fingers. Now the strings are sticking to me. The joys in crafting. Okay. Put that side there. Miss this side. Well, I didn't like miss it. I just didn't put the glue in the right spot. It's okay. The outside. And right here. Come on, glue. One good thing about this glue is it rubs off your fingers pretty easily. So, okay, we can always do something. All right. Journal cover is all ready. Now I need some glue there and some glue there. And everything else looks good. Can you just stand up there for a minute? let's there. What did I say here? I'm pretty sure. Sorry if my head's in the way. Now, if you don't like the frayed edges and the little strings, if that's something that bothers you, then cut your fabric. Don't tear it. I tore mine. Okay. I think we're good. Okay. Oops. All right. So let's put the lid back on that. That first. Oh, there's. So now normally I would put like a ribbon closure, but since this is going to, since I'm trying to make this masculine, what I thought about doing is, well, I have this necklace that I think I'm going to alter to where I have the little lobster clasps on, I don't know, maybe about that much there. And that way it will clasp here and then clasp over here as closure. That way it don't have the ribbon. But I have these little things and I normally use these on the sides of the journal. I hope you guys can see that. It's got a little screw that goes down in the bottom of it, and I will normally put it on the side to clip on little dangles and stuff. So what I thought about doing is using 2 of those, one on each. What if this is kind of out of my box here a little bit? What if I put this on this side and then put well, same difference, an eyelet with the jump ring to attach it to? It would still be in the way and I'm liable to mess that up. So we could just put one on each side here. I don't think I can hold the book and then hold this at the same time. Boop, like that. There we go. And then the chain can hook to both of those. I think it'll be okay. But let me get my little turtle on the front here. So I have these 2 that I actually had these printed out and I was going to put a backing sheet on the back and somehow printed the ephemera by mistake on the back of them. So I am not sure which cute little turtle I want to use and how. Yeah, that's really pretty, but then that's where I need. But then I won't want something to go across right there. Let's try this one. pretty purples mixed in with some blue. Yep, that's my choice right there. All right, now actually, if I take okay, don't fall. Let's see how this will look. And then always tear things just a little bit bigger than needed because you can always take more off. If you get it too short, you can't put it back on. So then your choice is to start over or try to mend what is broken. Okay. So then, no. Nope, I don't like that. Nope, I think the turtle looks better. Like it pops better without the brown paper. But all right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this turtle down because I don't want to overthink or change my mind 50 million times. And I really like this turtle on the front. And then I just make sure that I get the edges and the corners good. Oops. Get it off of there. Okay. Now, let's see. I should have inked him. And I kept sitting here thinking, I need to ink him, I need to ink him. And then I glued him down and forgot to ink. Okay. I like that. I like that. So I wonder if I can get some ink on the little turtle. I'm not going to try because I'm probably going to mess him up. Alright, so let's glue this down and then we can use our letter stamps or once it dries. It's fine. You're probably better off laying down anyways. It won't take near as long for you to flow down to the bottom. No trying to use you. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I just took the edge of the dauber. There we go. Okay, cover my ink back up, and then we'll stamp something on that. All right, so cover is done. We could probably go ahead and do the clasps here, and then I will let you guys go so that you don't have 50 million videos for me today. I'm just so excited to be in my craft room. I feel like it's been a month or so. I don't think it has, but it feels like it. Okay. So, first thing, I'm going to poke a hole. I am going to use the little setting on here. This doesn't have to be perfect. Just close. Alright. Poke a hole. There we go. Cut this little bit of fabric away, although I probably really don't have to. Oh, I need a little screwdriver. That is not a screwdriver. Well, guys, it drives me nuts when my stuff disappears. Half the time it's because I don't put it back in the right place. Aha. Alright. Yeah, little screwdriver. And then that just screws on. Okay. Make sure I kind of have it straight. And then I'm going to take this and tighten it up. Now where's... Oh yeah, that's going to be cool. Can you see? I hope you guys can see. That's going to be awesome. Alright, so how long how long do we want this? It's going to be 3 signatures. I'm not doing a whole lot in it because he wants writing pages. I'm going to go right here. Do I have... I don't have my other pair of needle nose. But I do have my little pliers here. So all I'm doing is taking one of the jump rings that are holding the bigger beads together, and I am just opening them up so that I can slide this part off. And then I am actually, I do not need this ring. I don't think I don't need this jump ring here because I am going to use this one so that it matches. Okay, I think I have the opening. This one's a little hard to tell. Ah, I think that's it. If it is not and I break it, I'll use the other one. Okay, perfect. Alright, so this one I do want a jump ring. And I want it to go on here like that. And then try and hold all this so it doesn't come apart. And then we're going to put those back together. Perfect. Okay. All right. Set that aside. And then for the second one, we want, I could probably judge this a little bit. Line my cover up. So right about there. And we want this small hole. Okay. Yeah, that's I think I put this back one in a little further, but that's okay because the only ones who are going to probably know is myself and you, because I just told you. Had I not told you, you probably wouldn't have known either. I don't know. You might have. Okay. Make sure that's straight. Okay, and then I am going to tighten that down. Now, the cool thing would have been and I went ahead and put these on first and then put my fabric on. But that's okay. We get to see the cool hardware. Not a big deal. Alright, so then this will just come over here and clasp on that. And if it's too long, I can always shorten it down if I need to. That's pretty darn even. Sure is. Yep. Alright. So there's our cover with our cute little precious turtle. This is my favorite part, guys. I love making the covers. I love decorating them. I love putting the signatures in. I struggle when it comes to filling it up and what to do and how to make it look pretty. Oh, in this case, this is a men's journal. We don't want this to be pretty. We want this to be cool. Oh, so anyways, I hope you guys liked the cover that I did. If you have any suggestions, comments, please leave them in the comment section below. And also, if you have any other ideas or anything that you would like to see, just let me know. Because like I said, I am on a journey. I want to learn. So yeah, give me some suggestions. I am a little scared. But that's okay. We will do it afraid. But I just want to say thank you again. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. And don't forget to hit the notification bell and select all so you don't miss any future content from me. That is the best way to support my channel. And I would really, really appreciate it. For those who are returning, thank you. Thank you for coming back and going on this journey with me. I appreciate that. And you guys have a good week. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.